Ah, the one that got away, huh, son? You two made quite the handsome couple on the internet. Was brought up at a PTA meeting. Living life a little dangerously.
I'm willing to embarrass myself.
Did you see that ass shot?
I'm still not sure what movie we're making.
Shocker.
Crowd set is where the real party is, baby.
I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back in high school. Never going, never showing up when we had to. Attention that we crave, don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing at your age.
Today is Wednesday. Today is hump day. And I am humping.
Waste my time, become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line, become another victim of your conformity. Waste my time, become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line, become another victim of your conformity. Back down.
I can't believe I'm gonna do this. All right, I'll do it. The only way this is gonna work is if I absolutely go for it.
That's right, baby. That's what we ought to take number 50.
You know, all of us have a real great relationship with each other, so it's fun.
We all knew we had something amazing.
This is X-rated.
Peculiar, embarrassing, funny, hopefully. Showing no inhibitions for the sake of comedy.
It's gonna be great.
How do you top the apple pie? Well, he's kind of done it.
Adam Hers just did an amazing job and came up with such an original story.
And the fact that everybody was coming back, all the kids were coming back, I said, okay, good. I mean, it's great.
For me, the point was to make a movie that was a logical extension of where we left the characters before. Not all of a sudden they go to South Africa and go on a safari.
Then we came up with a story about what happens to you. You know, what happens when you go to college that first year? What happens when you come home?
The reason I chose to start the story where it starts is I thought back to when I was in high school and then went through college, and the next time I saw everybody was after the first year of school. So it felt like the natural place to pick the story up.
The pact this summer is to make this the best summer they've ever had together. Let's have the best summer ever and throw this huge party.
We're here now, let's have fun again. Let's do this right, just in case this is the last summer with all of us intact.
And the good thing is it really works for this movie to have the cast having been separated and then coming back together, because it's exactly what happens in the story of the movie.
The time off was beneficial that way because they kind of missed these characters, and so they got to come back and have a little fun with them again.
Thematically, it sort of centers around the idea that you know, things are not going to be the same as they were in high school, and that things obviously change.
We just went on with what happens in life, and we tried to put the same innocence on it, and we tried to put the same fun and the same hurt and drama that happens.
The first day of rehearsal for the sequel, it's literally just right where we left off. We fell right back into it.
When you make a movie, it's like camp, because you're with the same group of people for 10 weeks. All day, every day, you eat together. You know, you don't sleep together, but you dream about each other. And so it was like coming back to camp.
And I said, Jason, I want you to watch American Pie a couple times. I want you to remember what Jim was like. And he's like, okay, I'll watch it, but I'll tell you what, there's no character I've ever done that's closer to me than Jim.
You don't think I'm a dork?
Whatever you are, Jim, that is what I like.
In a sense, Biggsy is kind of Jim. He's just the perfect Jim. And combine that with great acting talent, and there you go. He's just on the spot.
Everybody loves Jim, right? He's the greatest kid. You're rooting for him. You want him to do well. He's not the best-looking guy on earth.
Here's a guy who gets caught humping a pie and masturbating and more in the sequel here, up to some crazy things.
Rock and roll!
Jim became a huge stud at college. Definitely a ladies' man. Raking in the women now.
Hey, I remember you.
Oh, do you now?
You're that guy who blew his load on the internet.
Not so much has changed. He's still very curious.
Yeah.
Sexually curious, sexually frustrated.
Where's my big guy?
Oh, no.
Hey!
Get out, Dad!
Jim, we gotta here.
Jim convinced himself and been convinced by everyone else that he's a horrible lover, which we've seen in the first picture. He's a disaster in bed. And he feels his only, in essence, chance at redemption of that is
To hook it up with Nadia, have a little fun. He's expecting for Nadia to come back and for them to have some good times. Little hanky-pank. And he's afraid that he's not going to be up to par performance-wise for Nadia. So he seeks the help of Michelle, flute girl.
This one time at band camp,
That's a lot of flutes.
I have to admit, when I walked into the first rehearsal, I looked at Jason and I damn near dropped the resemblance. I thought, this is great. How did they do this? How did they find a kid whose eyebrows are, 25% as big as mine?
Well, I'm more comfortable now, obviously, going for it because I did go for it in a very big way the first time around.
He was excited about the idea that we can, go through and kind of, improvise these things and find new beats and new lines and everything else.
I was like, oh God, humping a pie, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. All right, I'll do it.
He loved that. He loved the fact that we were out there without a net. Things would change from take to take, and he loved it. He wanted to play.
Next thing you know, Jim's in the hospital. He mistook crazy glue for a lubricant. That's all I'll say.
He grabs the wrong tube. Let's put it this way. I'll just leave it at that. You figure out what and where, and it becomes a very kind of painful thing. Boy, that doesn't look too bad, Jim. Good job, doctor.
The swelling should subside in about 8 or 9 days.
Eight or nine. Beach party's in a week. Nadia's coming.
Oh. Doctor, my son has a party in 7 days, and there's a young lady coming that he's been waiting to get with.
I'd tell your son to keep his pants on during that party.
Oh, yes, I know. Believe me, I will be doing that, goes without saying. But if his pants decide to come off during the party, could he have full use of his,
Kevin is the guy that most people will be able to connect with. Being the leader of the pack, and no pun intended, he had his core group of friends. His friends, are important to Kevin because basically when he did his first year of college, he was no longer the big man on campus. Guys, this is what our party's got to be. Something that people will talk about. This summer is his opportunity to be in that circle of friends again, and he wants that back. Because as fun as college was, it was a new experience.
Can you be friends with your ex? Nobody really knows. It's the eternal question. But for Kevin and for Vicky, this is the first time they've had to deal with it. So it's going to be doubly difficult for them.
Kevin and Vicky, well, they're sort of questioning what went wrong, if anything. Do they still have feelings for each other and what to do about them?
That transition from high school to college, it's a pretty big leap. College is a lot different than high school, or so I'm told. I guess I really thought I could get back together with her. Like nothing had changed. Just living in the past, wanting to party with you guys and be with Vicky, it's just like high school. You remember that day after prom? We made a toast to the next step. I guess I never took it. My brother said that by the end of the summer, I'd see the big picture. And I see it. No matter what, times change and things are different. The problem is I don't want them to be.
Heather and Oz, who have remained together through college, and actually for the summer, Heather is abroad. And so there's that whole long distance thing and them starting to think about their relationship and whether it will and should continue.
Heather goes out, spends 8 weeks of the summer in Spain. And so I'm left here and we're exploring what happens when two people that have been closely in love with each other for, a year and some months. What happens when they finally, go off away and what happens to a 19-year-old.
Oz and Heather find themselves having to deal with what does it mean to say, I love you, I'll be faithful to you, when you're only 19.
I miss you.
I miss you. I'll call you when I get in, okay?
Go have fun.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ticket, please. Thank you.
Oz's dilemma is a very real one. Everybody has to go through the long-distance relationship, and that thing where you're like, I'm 19, what am I doing? Like, she's way over there, and I see girls here. And so constantly, American Pie 2 tries to bombard him with temptation.
Just know that next steps are always around the corner and things change, and that's okay. And you're allowed to grow up, and you're allowed to be different, and you're allowed to have different and new experiences, and that's okay.
Jade and Sarah.
Which one's Jade?
This is Jade.
Hi, Jade.
And that's Sarah back
Hey,
there.
Sarah.
How old is she? Maybe 40. Sarah was hot. 50.
That's optimistic.
I was about to ask.
That's right, baby.
Vicky will always love Kevin. I mean, that was her first, and they went out for years in high school, so he'll always have a special place in her heart. But she just isn't attracted to him like that anymore. So there's a lot of uncomfortableness and awkwardness there between the two, but they're trying to find each other's balance again.
I miss you, Kev. Whoa. Friends, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I know you said friends, and I just...
That was the hardest kiss, non-kiss. It's so much easier just to kiss and not kiss, you know? And it took us forever to finally get that right. Yeah.
There you go. That's good.
That's it.
So you put it back with your head.
Yeah, exactly. Jessica and Vicky are they're really great, interesting friends because they're so different from each other in a way, but they really complement each other.
Jessica still gives Vicky the advice, only she's a little bit more impatient because she can't quite believe that Vicky still hasn't figured it out for herself after the countless men that she's clearly slept with in college. I mean, the figure on that girl.
Why would he lie to me?
It's not a lie, it's an adjustment. It's the rule of 3, okay?
The rule of what?
3. If a guy tells you how many girls he's hooked up with, it's not even close to that. You take that number and divide it by 3, then you get the real total. So if Kevin's saying it's been 3 girls, it's more like 1 or none.
None?
Rule of 3. It's an exact science. Consistent as gravity. That whole speech was very complicated for me to, even remember. I was never very good at math. As an actor, I really never had to learn those things.
I was just really excited to see everybody again and, be a part of this movie with everybody again. People really wanted to see what became of everybody. It's really wonderful.
Nadia has no clue what's going on behind what she can't see. She has no clue. She just thinks that everyone around her, these Americans, are a little strange. She's been in New York and she's traveling, and she calls Jim and says she's going to come see him at the end of the summer.
Hey, Nadia.
Jim, how was college?
College was excellent. Yeah, it was really excellent.
You have not forgotten about me, have you?
No, absolutely not. I definitely didn't.
Good, because guess what? I'm coming to see you at the end of summer. I hope you're ready for me, you sexy boy.
Michelle is gonna work long and hard to whip Jim in shape. Get his ass in gear. Teach him what he needs to do to please a woman. And she's gonna have fun doing it.
Hey, what happened at preheating?
We're skipping a few chapters.
Oh, okay. This is good. Obviously.
Oh, Gilligan's Island, Mr. Howell.
Oh, what?
You've got to control yourself and think of something non-sexual. I haven't even touched you yet, and you're turning into the Sears Tower.
I'm sorry.
Once I did the first one, it was like, oh, wow, there's the voice, okay. It's sort of one of those voices that just never leaves. It's a little frightening.
After the second day, I was like, okay, I'm back. Just being around the environment with other guys it was funny. We're all like, oh my gosh, Stifler's back. It's just nice to see all these guys interacting in the same kind of situations again. And and to see Stifler amongst the group, just kind of being the antagonist.
And in a lot of ways, all of us have a piece of Stifler in us. The person that wants to have fun, the person that goes out and lives to the limit, just the me side.
Stifler's the guy you love to hate.
You're just trying to get me drunk.
Mary, would I do that?
My name's Christy.
Christy, right, beautiful name. Like it matters.
Character Stifler is always the instigator. He's always trying to cause or stir some kind of bad things or get guys in trouble.
Howdy, partners.
Hey,
JC, how's it going? Good to see ya.
Cool.
Whoa. Anyway. Looks like someone gained the freshman 15. This'll help.
You're an ass.
It's you too.
Just enjoys, like, evil. I don't know. He's insecure about his friends going off and growing up, so he wants to, you know, keep his buddies in the same lifestyle.
You need the obnoxious, crude one to set the tone, and that's Stifler.
Sherman!
Okay, Stifler, take your shot. Ha ha.
No, come on, man. I'm really happy to see you.
All right.
You're stupid.
He's got to be crazier than the first one. Otherwise, what's the point? People have already kind of been there, done that.
Oh yeah! The Stifler's coming back to Grand Harbor! Deck the halls, Bob Great Falls! It's Stifler time, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo!
He's the counterbalance to everybody trying to be mature. Stifler's still just out there trying to get laid.
Oh, yeah.
No. Mm-mm. Him.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. You want more? We want more. Go get him, Tiger.
You'll like it. You're gonna love it.
Do it for us.
Make it real. If you do that, we'll do anything you want.
Anything?
Anything.
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 You better like it.
I promise. I will lie.
Gave him the tongue.
Take 2. Take 8. Take 12. Take 15.
This is the only ass we're doing, right?
Well, that's the only ass I'm doing. I don't know about you, dude.
It's just kind of nice to see a guy like this just get totally embarrassed.
Eugene came in and made that part bigger and better than I ever thought it was going to be. I always saw him as just a very, very repressed 50s kind of gruff dad.
Hang on.
And Eugene flew with it.
Well, what's great about Eugene is he's the king of improv. Eugene, it's always different, and it always is funnier, and it's always a very smart interpretation.
Eugene is a genius, in my opinion. The guy's amazing. So if Eugene comes to me with a suggestion, I would be foolish not to at least try it.
Coming back as this guy is a lot of fun. A lot of fun, you know. We're kind of taking this guy, we're growing with him a little bit, we're expanding a little bit, and it's a very interesting character.
I mean, Eugene Levy is a big reason why the American Pie series is a hit.
I think it's plain and simple. I mean, this man loves his son, and he will do right by him at kind of any cost.
Mucilage is dangerous territory. I would think any adhesive would have a warning on the tube.
Yeah, I was trying to use the lubricant. Okay, I thought it was a lubricant.
Oh?
My son has other things on his mind right now.
Dad.
You know, he's not too concerned about what you think of his taste in video rentals.
Okay, Dad.
Okay, that's a low priority, lady. That's way down on the totem pole.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Dad.
My son is sitting here with his hand glued to his...
Hey, I'm not a closeted anything, okay?
Eugene's fun. He comes in, you never know what he's going to do, and you end up with great stuff.
Keep it real, homies.
Writing Finch is so much fun because he doesn't obey the normal rules of writing for a character. Anything I write for Finch, you can kind of go, yeah, he might do that. Like, the kid's a mystery.
As ahead of his time as he was in the first one, he's that much more ahead of his time this time. Finch definitely has had some more experiences, but the memory of Stifler's mom has not left his mind at all. So there's a party in Stifler's house. He sneaks into her room just because he needs to smell her smell and see her surroundings, and he finds a book on a thing called Tantra.
Tantra.
What are you doing in here?
Stifler, just relax.
You get out of my house!
Jesus.
Go back to your...
One of the disciplines of Tantra is to store one's orgasm over time, to not allow oneself to have an orgasm for weeks to months.
Storing up his sexual energy. Yeah, so that's Finch's deal.
Tantra teaches you to hold an orgasm over time, in anticipation of an ultimate moment to release it upon the world. And filling up to the brim.
That's disgusting. Finch wants to get laid as badly as anybody else.
Tantra is a spiritual thing, but it's also a biological thing that you have to go all out to know that that's how you do it funny, you know? Adam Hertz, when he wrote the script, he really didn't hide anything.
Finch is his own animal, and he creates his own stories, you know, and ultimately has the most surprising ending.
I didn't know this when you were sitting my naked leg on the toilet. I've got an innie. How long into production was that?
See, complete ecstasy.
Yeah, now it's moving forward.
Get it.
Changing the
to the next step.
Trying to reach pleasure, not getting there.
It's a tough act to follow. I mean, American Pie was such a special thing for everyone involved that to come in here and try to do it again was something special.
We knew that this was really funny and that there was a certain quality that we really couldn't describe. It's just about being there and being in the moment.
Every day you come to work, you hope you make something that people enjoy, so it was really fun.
So we have the original American Pie connection.
To be part of that is pretty damn cool.
After that first day, we realized we had right back. We had maybe something even more special than the first one.
When those guys hit it, there's nothing like it.
It was back to old friends again, instantly. That's when I knew that the movie was gonna work.
Special behind-the-scenes footage. American Pie.
Keep it real, homies.
I'm cured!
Oh, good boy. Oh, nice humpy.
It's been some time. There's changes in my life. My every breath and step that's next is real.
To the next step.
To the next step. To the next step.
So long, we've grown apart and gone. My each and every word you used to feel.
What are you doing? Oh!
Back home, and I feel alone. Could you make it seem like everything's the way it used to be? If you seem to change, could it be the same? 'Cause I don't know.
I felt a slippery tongue. That's all. I thought I did.
No, that was...
What are you doing? Big box office. Big box office. Big box office. Big box office. Come on.
Where's your tongue?
What's up, bro? Good times. Good times.
This is the only ass we're doing, right?
Well, that's the only ass I'm doing. I don't know about you, dude.
Come on, bro, just a leg. That's only a hand. That's just a hand on my ass.
So what, my friend? It's like it was back then. We'll break the rules and play the rules again. That's what I know. We were on the pier, and I was like,
JV, why are you in boxers?
I made a deal with Mr. Biggs. If he would wear a male thong, I would take my pants off.
It's not really protecting much. Now that's an actor's director for you.
Going the extra distance for my man Biggs.
We made a deal. We made a pact. I don't mix business with play. I mean, it's all work for me, you know. Oh no. Whether I'm humping a pie or, you know, got the legs of a little hottie wrapped around my head.
Okay.
All right. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't faze me because I'm so focused, you know. I'm doing my thing, my work. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, I'll kiss a guy. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, I'm moving. Is that too slow? I got more stamina, babe. I can keep going. I can go faster. How bad you want it? You let me know. Holy shit, I'm gonna pop.
Come back home when I feel alone. Could you make it seem like everything's the way it used to be? If it seemed to change, could it be the same? 'Cause I'd like to see the kind of things I